Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are coming back for another video that I'm here to make on Saturn in the sign of Leo. Yes, Saturn in the sign of Leo. Well, it's not great for Saturn in Leo because its detriment. It's in detriment. Saturn is in detriment in the sign of Leo. And although there's always a silver lining with Saturn in Leo. And there are many um, people with Saturn in Leo who have in the work with Saturn in Leo qualities. So yes, let's see. Saturn, this planet of responsibility, perseverance, expertise, and mastery. Also, the planet of Saturn is father time, or has to do with time. And in Leo, well, let's see. In the sign of Leo, he is very proud and regal, commanding, a natural born leader. Although, Saturn likes to be very precise and to the point, but in the sign of Leo, it could get to be a little overbearing at times, or vain, pretentious some at times as well, but very driven. And yes, as I was saying, here's the card for Saturn, the World card. Persistence, staying the course, Saturn. And then, well, and then the card for Saturn in Leo is the Five of Wands. Well, these people don't seem to be working well together. They seem to be all over the place. They seem to be like um, fighting and not cooperating with each other. So, yeah, Five of Wands. This is can be what Saturn and Leo may feel like. Um, but Saturn in Leo is very Saturn, still Saturn. He's very driven, well, responsible, perseverant, and he has expertise in something, depending on where Saturn lies in your chart. Uh, Saturn is the taskmaster. Saturn in Leo will be very um, loyal, self-centered at times, wanting to be prefers to be center stage. So yeah, these guys all just want to be who's gonna be first, it looks like. Yeah, there's a lot of rage here in this card. If you look at their faces, they don't look happy to be working together. And that's all about Saturn in like is all about work and duty and being persevering and having showing some mastery in something. Although probably would like to be doing things on their own with your Saturn in Leo. Yeah, the world and the Five of Wands. Saturn in Leo. Well, this is Saturn in Leo. Yes, energy right here. The Five of Wands, and he's in detriment. And if you have Venus, Saturn in Leo, you have some dignity. He gets some dignity between the. If you have Saturn between 0 and 6 degrees of of Leo, Saturn is six between 0 and 6 degrees in the sign of Leo. He has some term. He has dignity by term. Other than that, he's in detriment. But hey, not much dignity in term for Leo in uh, Saturn in Leo, and so yeah, actually Saturn in Leo. So yeah, actually there are some interesting people who have Saturn in Leo, like Stephen King. The uh, horror. He writes horror, and has many like he wrote Carrie, he wrote The Stand. So yeah, actually he uses Saturn and that Saturn in Leo to um, fight for a cause, or his characters, his main characters, like to well, he use that Saturn and and take charge of their life. Sometimes it may look like this, Five of Wands. If you if you read carefully or watch the movies very carefully, Five of Wands does come across in many of his writing. Righty, so that's Saturn in Leo in detriment. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care. And if you'd like to know where Saturn, if you have Saturn in Leo or where your Saturn lies in your chart, you can book a reading with me at it'sinyourstars.com. All one word, it'sinyourstars.com. And yeah, I have hoped um, we can talk about your chart. All right, take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year. And so, yeah, that's Saturn in Leo. Bye.